Hi, this is Dr. Pramila Kudva, welcoming you once again to my podcast, A Story for Your Query. If you like the podcast, do send a message or send an email to yourquerymystory@gmail.com. Today, we are featuring three individuals who have made a contribution to the community at large in their own way, determined to succeed, exhibiting a grit and role modeling their behavior to the public at large. Girish Bharadwaj is credited with building 128 low-cost suspension bridges across rivers and streams, and first of which was a 55-meter bridge across the river Kaveri, connecting the island Nisargadhama near Kushalnagar in Coorg district with mainland Karnataka. The objective of each of these projects was to connect the villagers in such areas with the mainland, gave him the title Bridgeman of India, and earned him a Padma Shri recognition. His story is now going to be made into a biopic. It all began in 1989. The people of Aramburu, a remote village in Dakshina Kannada, a district in Karnataka, approached Girish Bharadwaj, a young graduate of mechanical engineering who was running a fabrication unit, to find a solution for firmly connecting the village to the mainland. With no expertise in constructing bridges, he hesitated, but seeing the people's belief and hope in him, he decided to seek help from his engineering friends, referred to books, and decided a plan for low-cost hanging bridge over River Payaswini. A crowd-sourced project, the economical bridge cost INR 2 lakhs, less than 1/10 of the average cost of constructing a bridge. Made with just wooden planks, steel ropes, and villagers' faith, the bridge caught the attention of a senior government official who was visiting the village and requested Bharadwaj to help the government in connecting several isolated villages with the mainland. Since then, Girish Bharadwaj has connected over 140 villages in 3 decades and is now popularly known as Setu Bandhu and Bridgeman of India. This story is about a man who constructs bridges with others' money. But here is a story of a man who used his pension funds to make a bridge. For much of his life, the lack of a bridge across the river near his village rankled Gangadhar Raut, a retired livestock inspector. While the Salandi in Odisha is a lifeline for many farmers living on its well-irrigated banks, the lack of a bridge forced residents of Kanpur village like Raut to tediously row across the water or to take long detours on foot to get to their farmlands on the other side of the river. Thanks to his dogged determination, the retired man has been dipping into his retirement kitty, the pension fund, to build a 270-foot long bridge to connect his village Kanpur to Danaipur across the river. For more than a decade, Rauts and Kanpur's 1,200 odd villages have been requesting the state government to build a bridge, and no help came, and they continued to make do with a temporary bamboo bridge. Then the local truck owners association and the local MLA chipped in with rupees 3 lakhs to build a proper structure, but it could not be completed. A decade passed, and the sight of an unfinished bridge hurt Raut so much that he decided to complete the structure on his own. If that's the story of a man who put in his pension funds to make a bridge, the third person makes a road with his hands using tools like hammer and chisel. Dashrath Manji made a road traversing a steep mountain path. He finished carving his inimitable path in 1982. He died in 2007 and he was given a state funeral. A biopic is made on his life. It took him 22 years to carve out this road. Born into a lower caste, Manji spent every waking hour as an impoverished day laborer. But his life changed in 1959 when his wife fell to her death off a cliff near their settlement in Gelor village. While the nearest clinic 40 miles away, Manji was forced to watch her die. For decades, the perilous terrain that had taken his wife's life and also divided the local settlements from essential services, Manji took the matters into his own hands. Over the next 22 years, he hand-carved a safer path through the mountains. He burned firewood on the rocky terrain, splashed the heated surface with water to chisel away at the cracked boulders and turn them into rubble. When a drought struck Galore, Manji's family moved to a city, yet he continued to carve the 30 feet wide and 25-foot high path. Dashrath Manji finished carving his inevitable path in 1982. Proud to have such egalitarians, I salute thee. Even though many of us have never heard of the mountain man, Dashrath Manji, he is revered across India as a symbol of perseverance and sheer will. Each of these men have shown their grit and commitment, albeit in varied ways. Such stories need to be shared with our students as role models. This brings us to the end of yet another episode and the end of season 3. We will see you soon and keep sending those messages and emails. We look forward to those. Thank you. And bye till then. Take care from the COVID 4th wave. Stay safe. Stay healthy.